kills. It's actually pretty crazy. But we'll be seeing how that works out against Snake, and not a lot of things work out against Snake, especially someone, you know, so adept at piloting him like MVD.
Yeah, MVD definitely, you know, I would say the best Snake left in the business at this point, you know.
Yeah.
Or sorry, the best Snake that has ever existed.
Yeah, the best Snake at this tournament right now, for sure.
Yeah, certainly
at the very least.
Yeah, going up against Grod, who's one of the best Lucases. I'm probably the best Lucas in Texas, honestly.
At first, I love that trap Grod went for. He just did up air jab, and even if MVD went for a jump or something, that up air is so safe that it caught him. But oh wow, that Zero goes way further than I thought.
Yeah, no, it's got like the grab range for like the ledge is really good for Lucas. But as far as distance goes, like as an attack too, I mean, you mentioned earlier it's a great setup tool, right? It's like minus stupid.
Yeah, if you get the perfect double jump area, it's -2. It's kind of a hard input, but you know these Lucas players usually have it figured out.
Yeah. Again, if you're spending time in the lab figuring out your character, you got it, man. You also got to realize that right now, Grod's stuck on with the C4 array. I think that grenade may save him.
Yeah, something awkward happened, but maybe some smartness from Grod not jumping, just so he's like not quite as close to the lowest ceiling in the game on PS2.
And that you have the ability to shield as well, right?
Right, right. You could react frame 1, but he has kept it like very close with MVD on this first stock, but one of them will have to find the kill eventually.
Yeah.
And eating that Nikita for a solid, 20+%.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, Grod's making it hard for MVD to get him up to those kill percents, but you were mentioning it, you got to be careful where you are in the air when you're playing against a Snake, because his anti-airs aren't great on like a consistent basis, but to kill, oh, they're amazing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I whiffed up tilt, let me do it again.
Yeah.
And yeah, that
is self-spaces on shield, like.
Oh, it's scary.
Not against Lucas, though, because he has the tether grab.
I think Lucas would actually be able to grab it. Maybe it won't be fast enough. We'll probably see that interaction sooner or later.
Yeah. Well, first Grod's got to land if he wants to do that, and he hasn't landed for a while.
Yeah. And this is where Snake really starts winning, is when you, like, Snake getting a lead just looks so easy sometimes, because he can rack up the damage very, very easily. And when you start getting impatient for the kill, that's when Snake really, becomes terrifying.
We see MVD doing something he doesn't do often, which is trying to 2-frame with that C4, which makes sense against like a more tempo kind of recovery like Lucas does.
Yeah.
You would see that with like Ness and Fox and stuff maybe too as well. So MVD ever present with that Nikita. Grod's able to weave around it though.
Playing a mini game, but Grod makes it all the way around town.
Ooh. Tether pulled him in.
Yeah, he needed to pull himself a little quicker, but he tried to go low because he was scared that MVD would send it a different way.
Well, you got to respect, too, that, MVD, after a little while, is going to start using those up smashes at the ledge. Not just to ledge trap, but to bait you into trying to use that magnet. I think, okay, Grod's not stuck.
Yeah,
MVD did whiff that
thought
earlier.
he was, but it was hard to tell.
Okay.
He really wants this F smash, but it's one of those front-loaded moves, so you really don't get too punished if you, rip it at least.
Yeah, especially like on shield, you're not touching that.
Yeah.
But
oh, gets the landing up air. Probably could have got into an extension. Sorry, but doesn't quite work out. And falling out of Nair awkwardly, and Grod missing another extension.
The one thing that Grod is doing really well though is when he goes away from MVD, whether he's like normally when he's like kind of retreating a little bit, he's doing a really good job of mixing up whether he's going to like full retreat, throw PK fire, or if he's going to fade back in with an aerial of some kind. The only problem is he's taking to the air a lot to do that, and MVD has consistently been getting the kills off of that.
Yeah, and something I didn't know until way too recently is you want to DI Snake's up tilt in. That is the way you live a little longer. I don't think he DI'd in there, because normally it would kind of send you at a more lateral angle.
Yeah, you want to go like behind Snake's head.
Yeah, exactly. But Grod honestly playing it better than I see a lot of people play this matchup. It sounds pretty silly, but if you don't get hit by grenades in neutral, you'll actually be able to fight. And he's been doing a pretty good job of that. He's been having a hard time landing, which will definitely be a problem if it continues, but he actually really hasn't been getting caught like too randomly by these nades, as he does. But,
it's mostly been like any sort of other extension, right? Like it's not the grenades itself that's doing all the damage, but it's MVD's like a magician with Snake, right? Where he goes like very good at redirecting your attention by going, hey, don't get hit by these grenades, and you go, oh yeah, you're right, I don't want to get hit by this, and then MVD's in your face smacking you up with the CQC.
Yeah.
I thought he had the read on the rollback.
Yeah, he had the read, but I think was waiting for a second option, as I feel like a lot of people do that out of a tech roll or out of a spot dodge. They'll just do something unsafe. But,
We see Grod also has the knowledge on how to punish the up tilt on shield. He did the forward air out of it to punish.
Yeah, that was really clean. And Grod with a decent percent lead, but Snake does not care if you have a percent lead if he's going to be finding those kills with an up air.
Yeah.
And
MVD, well-timed roll-up.
yeah.
I wonder if Grod might start trying to deceive him a little bit more with those PK freezes, because honestly, if Snake's already got both grenades on the field, it's not a bad option.
Oh, and yeah.
Pull a grenade? Sure.
I think the C4 timed out there. That was pretty awkward for Grod, but he ate a solid 47 from that Nair and C4. Oh, pratfall?
Javelin.
Wow.
Wow.
Gets the reset with the non-tippered fair, but isn't able to find anything off of it.
Ooh, didn't want to try to get up attack.
Oh my gosh,
Down
that is
there off the
a
side.
completely ugly edge guard.
Oh, MVD, no!
Following it is an ugly recovery as MVD does not make it back at 0%.
Wow. What a guy. What a guy.
Yeah, but
And now we're left, man, like last stock, you know, and Grod, like you said, he's been playing the matchup pretty well. See, like that fading away on shield art there, he knows that unless Snake goes for that committal dash attack, nothing that he can do that's going to cover that distance quickly.
yeah, Grod's been playing it well, but he has to find a few more hits if he's going to stay into this game too. Oh, wow.
Fade back. Again, like Grod's momentum control is so good.
I love that Zair, or he missed the tech and he was able to get the Zair into a grab, but oh.
God, be careful of those grenades, man.
Yeah. Grod's just
heal,
eating
yeah.
so many like really fat hits. Like he's not getting hit by the straight down tilt, the straight dash attack. He's getting hit by like the grenade into up air or back air.
He dragged him on stage and got the kill!
And he clips MVD. Oh my gosh!
I'm sorry, I have never seen somebody drag off with that downer, but he set that up so perfectly.
He was like, "Hey dude, come with me.
Yeah.
Hey, you're done. Come with me."
Come
oh my
along
god.
with me.
That was terrifying because MVD was like a solid roll away from the ledge, but Grod just holding right on the analog stick, and it just works.
He just dragged him off.
Yeah. MVD probably kicking himself a little bit for messing up, but after that, he's like, you got me. You got me. I'll do my best in this game 3. You know, it's 1-1. We are on my counter pick. I'm not feeling too bad, but Grod still showing signs of life in this set.
Interesting that we're on Kalos. Most people consider this to be the counter pick to Snake.
Yeah, but I think that is dependent on Grod going for this really defensive play, and I think this is kind of a dare by MVD saying like, will you camp me out? Will you play really defensive? Will you, just sit back and eat my nades? And, we'll see if Grod answers the call.
And honestly, I think that's what MVD is looking for. I think he wants Grod to take this slow and, try to camp him out because... Yeah. That's MVD goes, okay, it's time for me to play this as best as I can. I can't afford any dumb mistakes like I had in that last game.
Wow, goes for something with the C4, but only hitting himself. And Grod is super in this game 3.
Yeah, dead even
percent,
right now.
but if Grod's able to find these kills a little more solidly, then things will be looking a lot different. Because I think it's been a common theme that Grod's done a similar amount of percent, but finding the kill has been where it's been much different.
MVD's looking for the roll to the right because he's got the C4 rendered to Grod.
Oh.
He loves to put it right there on those stained glass parts of Kalos that are like that navy blue. It is impossible to see the C4 on their mid game.
Yeah, it's really tough sometimes, and Grod's just going to be doing his best, and if he's able to find the kill, it's a big if.
Interesting. I think that both players are kind of happy with that. Like, MVD's like, if I take the grenade, I'm obviously still alive. I don't get killed for this. And Grod's like, oh, I didn't get ledge trapped. Nice.
Oh, I got to make it back to the stage, and I wonder what Grod's going to be looking for. I feel like he needs to a little more actively look for these kills, because he's been a little too content to just... Oh my gosh, that's a fat confirm. But
too content to scrap.
Yeah, too
that's
content
what
to
we just
scrap.
saw.
Too content to find these random fairs, which,
that's it.
work, but aren't killing. And
MVD doing some push-ups, man.
Yeah, showing some love to the ground.
Yeah. Air dodge to the ledge. Grod didn't have the timing. I think that, if anything, if Grod was still like kind of running even with MVD, he'd be playing more near the ledge, right? He'd be looking for like a forward throw or a back throw. If he can catch MVD with one commit.
Yeah, a kill throw not been found yet in this set.
Well, that'll be perhaps a dead MVD. We'll see if Grod has what it takes. No! MVD with a perfectly timed jump off the Cypher.
Yeah, it's awkward. Sometimes it can work out for you, and sometimes it can't. Sometimes you'll shark the Cypher, and they'll just fall off. Sometimes you'll get an extension off the Cypher, and they'll just die. And sometimes they'll just make it through. But MVD not making it through that tipper F tilt. And
no, he got a little, like, too like fancy off stage. Like he just pressed too many buttons and expended all of his resources.
Yeah. I've been loving the way Girod's been playing this, but you know, he's gonna have to pull something off to find this game 3. And when you're stuck, you're not in a great spot. But I think he gave it back to MVD.
No,
oh,
C4 is
got
back on his face
on his
now,
forehead.
Yeah. On that Jimmy Neutron hairdo.
Yeah. He's really got...
Back on MVD. MVD's looking to stick it back on
gosh.
him.
They're playing hot potato.
Look out! C4's on him again!
Yeah. I'm surprised he went for the Nair, because I feel like that was the worst thing he could have done. I think he was just not super cognizant of the fact that he was stuck at that point.
Yeah.
But the mix-up is like, I'm either gonna air dodge or I'm not, and I have to do nothing if I'm not gonna air dodge, because if I do an attack to get out of tumble, they'll just set it off. Right?
I mean, could you not hold a magnet at least for a little bit and see like?
I'm not sure. I just don't really know how it works as Lucas. If you're stuck,
I know for Ness it's fine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like a little bit further away from Lucas.
The full anti-Seabear circle.
Yeah.
Encompassing him, but
I feel like it's probably fine with Lucas. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, still Grod